Hi there, Kym Siddons here, your Workstation Wellness Physio. And many of you will know that I have challenged you, particularly this week, to try moving for 2 minutes every half hour at your desk. If you can't manage every half hour, then every hour is an amazing change up and will make a difference to your health. It boosts your metabolism, which is really important for lowering your risk factors for sitting at your desk a lot of the day. And it also helps you to take strain off your body and remind you to improve your posture. So because I've challenged you to your 2 minutes of movement, I wanted to give you some of the best exercises to do in those 2 minutes of movement. I don't want to leave you hanging, just having to go for a trip to the bathroom or get another coffee every half hour or every hour. I would love you to do these specific exercises that I've found really helpful for my clients. It really helps them to improve their flexibility, improve their posture, take strain off certain areas of their body, and I would love to share them with you. I've got a couple of stretches and also a couple of strength exercises, one upper body and one lower body, and they sort of combine both strength and flexibility together. So one of my favorite ways is to start by placing your hands together and putting them behind your head and leaning back over your backrest if you can. And I know this might seem a simple thing to do, but it completely allows you to open up your chest, and I want you to take some deep breaths right down into your lower ribs and expand your lungs. So if you can see it from sideways, because we sit at our desk like this a lot of the time and we don't often get our arms up over our head and we don't often reverse that slouching posture that we tend to get into when we sit at our desk, doing this a few times really helps to open your chest up, improve your shoulder and your upper back flexibility, and take strain off that slouching sort of upper back area of your body. Make sure you use this time to take some really deep breaths into your lower ribs, as I said, and don't force your shoulders, but try and take them back a little bit further each time if it's not painful. Always avoid pain or discomfort and back off if you need to. That's totally fine. But you could do that for 30 seconds, up to a minute even, with lots of nice slow deep breaths. And that's a great way to reverse your posture, switch on your postural muscles and your anti-gravity muscles that you tend to slouch with, and get your upper body moving. Now, to improve your strength in that area, one of my favorite ways is to get your hands into a fist. I hope you can see here, put them beside or just behind your hips. Get your shoulders back into a nice position, get the weight of your head back over your shoulders, and see if you can take some load through those arms and lift the weight of your bottom off the chair a little bit. See if you can hold that for about 10 seconds, which is an amazing way to switch on your anti-gravity muscles or your postural muscles, your best postural muscles, to get some strain off that upper back and shoulder area that we all tend to get stiff and sore in. It can be really pain relieving for that area. So doing a few of those and holding for 10 seconds is another great exercise to put into your 2 minutes of movement at your desk. If you have arms on your chair or if you've got sore wrists, you could actually do it in terms of a little getting your shoulders back, chest nice and wide, and just lift the weight of your hands off that way. Like a little mini chair press up that you're just going to hold. 10 seconds at a time is a great way to switch on your postural muscles and get that muscle memory starting to kick in that allows your body to think, I'll switch them on a little bit more often, and to hold them there so you get lasting benefits after you've even done these exercises. All right, so that's our upper body. Now if we want to start thinking about our lower body or hips and pelvis and getting some strength and flexibility down there, a great way that's really easy to do is just do some pelvic tilting our tail under and then back again, especially if you get a bit stiff and sore in your low back and feel sore when you go to get up from sitting, if you've been sitting for a while. So from side on, you might be able to see that I'm just tucking my tail under, tilting backwards, And especially because we're about to do another little strength exercise that involves pretending you're going to stand up, you need to make sure that your low back is a little bit more flexible, and it's great to do this just a few times, 10 or 20 times first, so that you're loose and ready to go to standing. Okay, so our strength exercise for our lower body is like a mini sort of reverse squat. So rather than standing up and squatting back down into our chair, we're going to pretend that we're going to stand and then sit back down again. Hi there. So you don't have to use your arms on your chair if you don't want to. Thanks for the thumbs up. You can actually increase it and go to stand and then sit back down again. But some really little mini standing exercises is a great way to engage your core stability around your hips and pelvis. And you could do 10 or 20 of those. Now, a little hint, you want to make sure that you've got the weight of your body back over your heels. You don't want to have your weight on your toes, or you're going to be encouraging all the wrong muscles to work. So make sure you've got your weight back through your heels. I'll show you from side on. Bring your legs back underneath you, weight through your heels, and then lean your trunk a little bit forward as if you're going to stand up and then go back down again. You can stand all the way up if you want to and make it into a much bigger squat exercise. But for the purposes of this one, we're just doing exercises that we can do at our desk. So I'm showing you how you can just turn a little mini squat or a little mini I'm going to stand up at my desk into a way to switch on your butt and your thigh muscles. It improves your squat technique and really gets your circulation going and starts to get your postural muscles kicking in around your hips and pelvis. And if you do get stiff and sore in your low back, hips and pelvis, you want to make sure that you're moving that area throughout the day. If you have any troubles with that, or it's a bit sore or uncomfortable, make sure you just message me or email me. Totally fine. I'll show you a few other ways, other options that you can do there. But see how you go with that little mini squat exercise, and let me know what you think. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want to. If it is a little bit tricky, just put your hands on the arms of your chair and don't go very far up at all. You'll still get some benefit out of that exercise. Make sure you're not straining your low back. Make sure you're not tucking your tail under, that your tailbone is just in its normal low back curve, that you're not sticking your tail out or under, that it's just staying nice and aligned with the rest of your spine as you do it. So I hope you've, hey there, hey Robert. Hopefully you've got quite a few little tips of exercises that you've now got up your sleeve to do at your workstation when you've been sitting for a while. And I love your feedback and let me know how you go. Also make sure you've grabbed that free video training I've got that's got the other 4 really super simple tips that you need to know to take strain off your body and improve your posture and concentration at your desk. So grab that. I've popped the link on this little Facebook Live. Make sure you download that. It complements this training because this is all your training you need to know about boosting your health in your 2 minutes that you're going to try every half hour at your desk. I can't wait to hear how you go with these exercises we've done today and how you go with your challenge this week of specifically trying to pay attention to moving for 2 minutes every half hour at your desk. So until next week, have a great one and enjoy exercising while you work. See ya.